Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. It's Hollywood on the Rocks. We have loads. That's right. You heard it. Loads of Hollywood news. A Daredevil Born Again trailer for season 2 dropped. Henry Cavill in Highlander. A look at him. Is Chris Pratt going to be in James Gunn's DCU as potentially Batman? Probably not, but we'll discuss it. And a very special interview with Chester Brown for a movie based on one of his comics called Paying for It. I've got so much. And Starfleet Academy. That's right. Episode 4. Alan Ng has the review. So where exactly is Alan?
Let me try and find Alan before someone else starts pushing me around. Alan.
Okay, that's enough. Just go find your stupid dog.
That's awesome.
What were those guys talking about?
They're fighting over me, baby. By the way, I feel bad we're not at Sundance right now.
I don't. You know what Sundance has a lot of? It's, first of all, Sundance. The Sundance Film Festival takes place in Park City, Utah, in the dead of winter. There's a lot of ice in Park City. A lot of ice.
Yeah, people are talking about ice. People are talking about ice.
People are talking about ice was everywhere. It's on the road. It's on the sidewalks. You can slip on it.
It's in their minds. It lives rent-free in their brains.
It's in every interview that I've seen out of Sundance. I mean, I'd love to hear about the movies that were at Sundance, but it seems like every actor that's there, I mean, wants to talk about the weather.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I mean, the last time I was there, I realized, the studios are there. They're there the first weekend, and they're putting all their movies out at the end of January over at Sundance, which tells you how important these movies are and how important these movies will be by the end of the year.
Well, Sundance is far less significant than it used to be. I mean, we may do a little wrap up of Sundance next week, but there isn't much news.
Mm-hmm.
We've got other news.
Yeah.
We've got other news. But Sundance, we would normally talk about it. Have you seen any of the movies, Alan? Have you seen any of the movies
from Sundance? No, I haven't. Because one is, if I had gotten accredited, which I didn't do this year, I wouldn't be able to watch movies until tomorrow. You have to be at Sundance to watch the movies, and then they put it on a streaming platform, but they only put certain ones on the streaming platform. And then last year, only one movie came out of Sundance that people are talking about, and that's Train Dreams, which is nominated for Academy Award, but that's the one movie that came out of Sundance last year.
Hey, let's talk to everybody, see who's here.
Ololi qui, let the lateness and gayness commence. Oh, wait till we get into Star Trek.
Oh,
Suns and Shadowcast. Chris Coffee Pool, since I'll be driving to LA Friday. 3 cups down, a fruit bowl for lunch, and too many emails to catch.
Okay, wait. You probably noticed I was on my computer during the nooner. I am looking for things to show on the show. I showed a few things on the Nerdrotic Nooner. Yes, I am on my 3rd cup, and I had yes, I'm outed.
Someone's stalking you on
Sons and Shadows cast. You got
Jean Hu gifted 5 Film Threat memberships.
Thank you, Sean. We appreciate that.
Lord Thoth, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, sign up as a member, join us on X, Discord, Rumble, and Instagram. Buy our merch, shop.filmthreat.com.
Yeah, go to shop.filmthreat.com and get the merch. We have the new collection. It's the Film Threat is for Lovers collection. Here it is. I love these. These are awesome. Justin, get it for Valentine's Day. And look, this came in this comment from Randall.
Is it late and Jaden now? Jaden?
Yeah, it's gonna be Jaden for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ugh, We have so
By the
much.
way, we talked about it on Monday, but I don't think Gen Z is going to be into those film threads for lovers shirts.
That's right. They're not. Oh my God. Oh God. Hey, lot to talk about. Let's talk about this trailer. I haven't seen it. I heard people discuss. I've heard that it's out. So this will be a genuine reaction. Let's see the trailer for season 2 of Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again. You ready, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 24th. That's sooner than I would have thought. I mean, it's
They're desperate.
what can you say? We already know Foggy's back.
Yeah.
He's in the trailer.
Yeah. And Karen will have lines this time.
We'll see. What do you think, Alan, based on what you saw?
I mean, look, I know people didn't like the first season. I like the first season. But you know, I think after listening to everybody, everyone's souring me on this. I hope it's good. I know it's not what we're gonna expect, but I just hope it's a good series.
I didn't hate this first season of this, but it doesn't hold a candle to Daredevil on Netflix.
Yeah.
But how do you compare this to other Disney Plus series? We just reviewed Wonder Man.
Yeah. I mean, I think
what do you think?
Didn't we say this was the best series coming out of
well, it's not, it lacks, and it's a good thing. It lacks that Marvel humor, which I think we've all become tired of.
Yeah. Just the inability to take things seriously.
Yeah, like everything, there are no stakes, things don't matter. And in this, I don't know. Look, you can't judge it based on just the trailer, but it looks like it's filled with action. It looks
well,
I almost think I wish they hadn't broken it up into 2 seasons.
Yeah. Well, you know what it's the trailer is the flashing lights and the member berries. You know, you get a little bit of story if you actually got through the first season. But you know, I'm just cautiously optimistic here.
Yeah, I like I said, I think they ended it on a really interesting cliffhanger. So we'll see. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but then I think, well, like, what are you expecting? The costume looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
But I'll wait and see.
Yeah. They gave bad writers the instructions of try to appeal to the fans.
Yeah. Hey, this just dropped. Literally just dropped. Lord of the Flies. Are you familiar with the Lord of the Flies extended universe?
Yeah. Oh, the extended universe. I read the book and I know the first movie. You're muted, by the way, if you're trying to say something, but yeah, still muted. But Lord of the Flies was compulsory reading for me in elementary school.
Yeah, this is from the BBC. So it dropped 9 hours ago.
Yeah. Is this the Handmaid's Tale version of the Lord of the Flies?
We'll see, but let's watch it.
Okay.
We're having a meeting. Don't join in. We're on an island and there's no people here. Let's allocate jobs. Yes, I'd like to be chief.
There's more Netlands than I remember when we planned.
We need to think about food and shelters. We need to help each other. We need to be good campmates. We're going to hunt pigs and get meat for everybody.
Don't you feel it, Jack? When you're in the forest, when you're on your own.
I am a hunter. You're the chief. You're a failure. I don't want this. I never wanted this.
Looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah. No, I keep saying it, like, if you're gonna make it diverse, then make it diverse. Diversity doesn't mean just black people.
Yeah, it's very diverse. But no, there's that streaming service BritBox, which is all the BBC stuff. I don't know. Is it worth subscribing for one movie? We'll see.
Yeah, no, it's not.
We'll get to your comments, but a few more. I got a lot of news stories here. Let's get to them. Hey, Henry Cavill, I know you're a fan. And I've seen some AI videos where your physique, Alan, actually rivals Cavill.
That wasn't AI.
Yeah. But this is a first look. This is from our friends at G&G, Geeks and Gamers. The first look at Henry Cavill in the Highlander remake. There can be only one. Let's take a look at these pictures. This looks cool. I mean, I've always loved the first Highlander movie is amazing. The second and the others in the series are kind of hot garbage. It's for me, it's only the first movie. Because it got goofy in the second film with they're from outer
TV
space.
series, right?
Yeah, and I didn't watch that.
Okay.
But Cavill looks good. He's got the sword. This is awesome.
He could be Blade.
He could be Blade, but I don't know. I love everything about the original. It's kind of what's weird is the original Highlander is a cheesy 80s exploitation movie that has like it's actually romantic in a way that sets up kind of a cool concept of these immortals that walk the earth. They can only be dispensed with a certain way. I'm into it. I'm into it because I like Cavill. You're super chatty today, Alan.
No, for some reason I thought you were it was a video. And so I'm sitting here waiting for you to press play.
It's just stills. It's just still. I'll press play.
Picture.
I'll press
play, please.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I don't have I wasn't a fan, but doing this means I will be watching it.
Well, it's a great concept. That was an 80s exploitation movie that a big budget version would actually, this is what I would describe Highlander as a movie that you should remake because you could improve aspects of it.
Yeah.
It's like saying, could you make a better Krull? Well, yeah, maybe you could now. Krull or Disney's The Black Hole. These are all like these sort of genre sci-fi fantasy movies from the 80s that were like, they're okay. They, I mean, they could actually be improved.
Yeah. The problem is we don't give jobs to people who are fans of these things, who understand the property, top to bottom. Instead, we're just going to go into the diversity pool and grab one of them and say, just remake it. We're going to lose the rights to it. Please rewrite this.
One more story before we have a lot of comments. We'll do one more story before we get to comments. James Gunn's DCU is missing Batman. And here's a clip from Josh Horowitz's podcast. He's talking to Chris Pratt about his relationship with James Gunn. And I don't know. Did he reject his Batman pitch? I don't know. I think I would Chris Pratt make a good Batman?
For you guys to figuring out your contributions to the DC universe. You guys have had real conversations about this, right?
We'd like to talk about the other things as well, but yeah.
I don't want to hear about the other things. This is the only thing I care about. Is there a character you have in mind that he has in mind that you're kind of zeroing in on?
No. I mean, I can say I always try to lead with mystery because I think it would be amazing to be able to do it. But if I'm being honest, no, I don't think so. I think there's some that I think I could play, and he probably feels the same way. But it's there's nothing. I'd like to be mysterious and lead people on a little bit, but in all honesty, I don't know what that character would be.
Okay, would he make a good Batman?
No.
Like a slightly older Batman?
No.
Would he?
No, he's not Batman. Sorry.
You
I
don't
like
think-
Chris Pratt. I like him a
What?
lot.
Well,
but he's not Batman.
wait to hear what he says.
I would love to work with him again, though.
Is your jawline and growl good enough for Batman? Do you have Batman in you?
I sent a picture of myself with a Batman mask on.
It's a little aggressive
to
Chris.
James. And
anything else, or were we just wearing the mask? It was
actually, I did it in Photoshop. And he just said, haha.
Did you really?
So it's safe to say I'm not going to be Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cross one off. There are many others.
I don't know how to do it anyways. There's been so many Batmans. Like, what do you do? Like, I don't know that I would.
Right.
You know what? I don't want to do it anyways. No, I don't. It was never an option. And also, I don't think I would be right for that. And I don't know how to play that, because it's like, even the choice made by Christian Bale to do that voice is now seems like
it's self-parody at this point a little bit.
Yeah, I think you have to just like completely find a brand new way to reinvent it.
Hi, I'm Batman. Just like a Mickey Mouse kind of.
Right. I'm Batman. Yeah, I don't know how that. That's a really tough. It's tough, because one beautiful thing we had going for us with Guardians of the Galaxy was I was the first iteration of that character on screen.
Yeah.
You're always going to be compared against the people who have played the character before, and so like eventually it becomes almost too hackneyed to be able to make.
Yeah.
And so that's a tough gig for anybody to get. There are some actors out there that I think could do it really well, though.
Well, there you go. But
we
agree. You know who would make a good Batman?
Who?
Robert Pattinson, because he's already Batman. And I'll just say this: the cast of Batman Part 2 looks amazing, and there's a reason I want you to see this. This is who is in the Batman 2. Robert Pattinson, of course, as Batman. Sebastian Stan as Harvey Dent. Scarlett Johansson as we don't know who yet. Andy Serkis, of course, as Alfred. Barry Keoghan as Joker. Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon. Colin Farrell as Penguin. These are exceptional actors. One thing we said about Superman, I think everyone, even those that did not love Superman, I think would agree that the casting of Superman was pretty damn good. Of all the characters in Superman, down to Jimmy Olsen, Lex Luthor, the casting was great. I think people were not super jazzed about the tone. The tone
of the story. I mean, you could say the same thing about Henry Cavill. He's perfect as Superman. It's just the story and the tone.
Yeah.
What's funny here is Pattinson looks more like the Joker and Barry looks more like Batman.
Yeah, actually Pattinson would make a good Joker. Let me zoom in on that.
Yeah, because you can totally see the makeup on his face. And
that he would really make. Sebastian Stan, perfect. These are really great actors outside of Batman.
Yeah.
Right? They've all done exceptional work in other movies. So yeah, look at this. Yeah, you're right. He would make a good Joker.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If they could make with the Matt Reeves Batman 5 good movies, would you care whether or not Batman appears in James Gunn's universe?
No. And by the way, if they're going to make a Justice League movie, just put Robert Pattinson Batman in it. They can cross over. Nobody cares. Yeah. And whatever Gunn does with Batman, my fear is it's going to be goofy. It's going to be a mix of Michael Keaton and Adam West. It'll have Adam West style dumb humor, which I love. For 1966, Adam West Batman was great. Loved it. For when I was a kid, that was awesome. Tim Burton, a darker Batman. Yeah. We've seen other iterations. I just don't know what and people are going to be. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just want good Superman, good Batman. I could care less. I couldn't care less if there's a Justice League movie. Why not just give me 3 or 5 good Superman movies. Give me 3 or 5 good Batman movies.
3 or 5?
3 or 5. 3 to 5. Well, they're not going to make an even number of these movies. It has to be an odd number. Wonder Woman. They don't have to cross each other. Just tell good stories. You know, I think the idea that we need it to ultimately come to a Justice League is, you know, it'd be nice, but you know, at what expense? You know, at least Marvel let the heroes breathe for a while before they put them into the Avengers.
Yeah, I think Gunn is rushing to get something going, but I mean, with the Batman 2, which is much more serious, I prefer a more serious Batman. The one thing to me, they haven't made a superhero movie better than The Dark Knight. They just haven't.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight was serious. You could take superheroes seriously. You could tell a compelling story with stakes.
Yeah, stakes are very high.
Everything else gets jokier and jokier and not in a good way. So,
yeah, for some reason they don't understand. This will be the theme of 2026. Studios don't understand the audience. They think they do, and they think they're placating to the audience in their mind, but they're not placating to the actual audience who's going to give them money. Yeah, and I think we're going to see that a lot this year. You know, Star Trek is the great example of that.
Oh God, we'll get to that. We will get to Star Trek. Let's talk to everybody in the comments here. There's a lot.
Yes. All right. Destiny's Captain for 199. Starfleet Dreams got a boost from Film Threat.
Hey, Destiny Captain 24/7. Are you involved with that channel? I have turned so many people onto that channel. I sub to it. I love what you guys are doing. If you know anyone there, just yeah.
And then talk about us on your channel.
Yeah. Well, it's different. We're probably not. What they're doing is great.
Nick Tomato for 5. To spice it up, Starfleet Academy is the best whoever made better than Thang.
I've always said that.
Yes.
I've always said Starfleet Academy is the best whoever made Thang. Yeah. By the way, I have posted many super chats on other people's channels, and when you're kind of typing, it's so on your phone to put. I've also done that.
The YouTube app on my iPhone is the worst because I cannot write a sentence, a typical normal sentence, without it inserting letters and words into what I'm writing.
Or just it always messes it up.
Yeah, I think the last one is TNG. So whoever made better than TNG.
Precisely.
Okay.
All right. More comments.
Here we go. Big Tomato for 5. Karen having lines really is annoying. I like her as Nice Booms without a brain in seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, hold on. Let me write that down. Nice Booms. Okay. Jean Hu for 742. When it comes to Highlander movies, there can be only one.
Yes, love that. We got a lot more. We're gonna get through these.
Gone Bats, Mayor for 24 months. James Gunn will completely ruin Batman unless he adds some Nice Booms to it.
James Gunn has made some great stuff. I do not think tone-wise he is right for the character of Batman. I'm sorry. He just would not be.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Guardians was perfect James Gunn tone. And Suicide Squad, I think also.
And sorry to say, I really think Guardians of the Galaxy was peak James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's where he peaked, and everything else has been not as good.
Well, he's trying to out James Gunn himself.
Yeah. More comments.
B. Baker. Alan, if they can even get the trailer right, how can they get the series right? If they can't even get the trailer right, how can they get the series right? I am under the impression that Disney doesn't know how to make trailers anymore. And they think
Yeah.
that all it is flashing images. Don't reveal any story whatsoever. Don't get us excited about characters. Just throw in action scenes and member berries, and that's our trailer.
Yeah. Even the Wonder Man trailer
Mhm.
is deceptive. It's not really the tone of the show. And it's there's a lot of deflection. That trailer misrepresents what the show is.
You know, well, I mean, the show is something of itself. Olo Liukui, I just trust nothing, Disney.
Yeah. Well, I think he means I don't trust anything. Disney.
I don't trust nothing.
Yeah. It's that typing in the YouTube space.
It is not funny. The Plague was a great Lord of the Flies type story that came out this year. Joel Edgerton and some of the great kid actors in the story about boys at a water polo summer camp. I believe we mentioned that in our review of it. But yes, The Plague is to me, it was a really good bullying story.
Alan liked it a lot more than I did.
I think I had a lot more to say about the subject. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree. Thanks, Tim.
Christopher Peak. I hope Christopher Lambert and Adrian Paul make cameos.
We'll see.
We'll get Sean Connery to come out of retirement. Dark Hero fan. Gunn just shot himself in the other foot by his choice for the Batman Brave and the Bold writer.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That news story kind of came and went. Who knows? He might be writing the first draft. You know, there are many writers in these things these days. They need to move it along. So let's get a draft. We'll rewrite it. Just get something to work with. So, yeah. But you're right. She's the wrong choice for Batman.
Mr. D-Man, Chris as an Adam West style Batman would work. Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that may be the direction Gunn goes because the Matt Reeves Batman, the Batman, is so serious and dark. I mean, Gunn maybe and justified, like, I'm going to do a different Batman.
Right. But I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing an Adam West style Batman, but the thing is, going in, we know it's an Adam West style Batman. You know, we weren't expecting that when it came to Superman. And I think that's the Gunverse. He's, as you say, he's just inching his way toward that Adam West style Batman. You know, and I certainly had my opinions about it, but I'm just going to wait till the next movie to see if it plays out any better.
I am more interested in seeing the Matt Reeves Batman universe as a TV series.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the success with the Penguin, which I thought was great. Why not just do that with Batman? Yeah. It's like the Penguin, but it's Batman every week. You've got seasons. This is so dumb. Like, Batman actually lends himself to a series, a procedural. He's trying to solve crimes. He's trying to capture a different villain of the week.
Yeah.
If you did that serious, it would be one of the biggest shows on TV. I mean, you're telling a story about a fringe character, one of you know, one of the best Batman villains, the Penguin. He's gone through different various stages, but that worked as a show. Can you imagine a Batman show like with that tone?
I mean, what was the name of the Batman comic before it was Batman? Well, wasn't like Detective Stories?
Detective Comics.
Detective Comics. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, although if they're going to focus on the villain, I hope it's Batmite.
Well, someone mentions Batmite.
Oh, did they? Andy likes Stuff Channel. He's tall enough. However, when the Batman films end, Batfleck should do Dark Knight graphic novel.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that.
Or a proper Death of Superman. Matthew McGee for 5. It's 4 degrees here in Michigan, but staying warm with a hot cup of coffee and your stream.
Hey, Matthew McGee, where are you in Michigan? I grew up in Royal Oak. I went to Kimball High School, Royal Oak, Kimball High School. Where are you? Show me where you are on the mitten.
Yeah. Well, it's an intolerable 72 here in Southern California.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here. But I don't know. You know what I liked? I actually liked the snow days where I could stay home and read. I would read comics. I would read novels. I kind of miss that. It's always nice weather here. It does get kind of boring. What?
I love nice weather. Sorry. ADL is 24. Pratt for Booster Gold.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett is my Batman.
He would be great. He's got the
yeah.
jawline.
John Hamm would be a good Batman, says Cavill.
Nope. No.
He'd be good Adam
John
West.
Hamm. John Hamm would be a good Kingdom Come Superman. Think about it. Although he'd have to get in shape.
Dark Hierophant. How about an Asian Batmite? Yes.
Yeah, what do you think, Alan?
I'm thinking, hey, Batman, you help me out.
Okay. I think it's time though. I think, Alan, we want to. No, we've got other news stories, but I think we jump right to Starfleet Academy talk.
Okay.
This is important.
Yeah, strap on, folks.
Strap on, strap in for the Starfleet Academy talk. Wait. Okay, I have not seen this yet, but Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Starfleet Academy episode 4 premieres tonight on Paramount Plus. It's a brand new episode, and it's a Jay Den specific episode focusing on his character.
Yeah.
Well, Alan, what happens in
episode
4?
Well, I know we're all enjoying Starfleet Academy, and if you watch episode 4, you will not be disappointed. You will walk away with the same great feelings after episode 4 that you have walked away with the first 3. I mean, it opens up with appropriately the entire Academy out on their first field trip on the USS Athena, and Captain Aki is sitting there at the window, and she talks about the greatness of space.
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh my
mean,
God. Wait,
look,
does
I don't know if Star Trek has ever done this, but to kind of look at space and to think about it and to grasp the depth of its vastness. Has Star Trek ever done that before? I don't think so.
I don't know, but does she have shoes on, or is it bare feet?
Okay. I don't know. I should have looked. Okay, so that's just kind of the intro. It opens with the Doctor here, and it's the next subject that they're going to learn is speech and debate, or I will quote you the Doctor. He says, "Speech and debate is not for the chicken shit."
What?
Yes, that's the line. And then when the students asks him, "Should you be talking like that?" And the Doctor says, "I've existed long before your race has ever existed, and so yeah, I can talk like that." And so this episode is the students have to get involved in debate, and so they're kind of doing kind of a King of the Hills types battle where two people will battle, whoever the winner is stays, and then another one comes on. Problem is, Jaden, our beloved Klingon, he has severe stage fright. He does not like speaking in public. In fact, people are saying, "Well, you're this warrior race," and he says, "Our love making is bloody. We are warriors and we love poetry." I mean, that's kind of what the thing is there. Caleb himself, though, winds up being the best debater. In fact, he would call himself a what? Chris,
No,
Chris,
don't
guess
say
what he
it.
called himself?
Master debater?
Yes, yes.
Did they use that? Wait, did they use that term in the show?
Yes, I just told you. How does he describe
They
himself?
actually say he's a master debater.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God, that's going to get clipped
I
and be in
know.
every review.
I know, and he wins by basically bullshit, which I think is real true to life. I think today, that the key to debating in today's society in 2026 is just make up bullshit to support your point. But so now we're focused on Jaden here, and we get to understand how he got to the academy. Because before he came to the academy, it was the Klingon world has been destroyed basically, and the Klingons are kind of this nomadic race now, and they find this planet, and that's where we find ourselves in the flashback. It's Jaden, his brother, and his parents. Jaden is not quite yet a warrior, so he is not allowed to partake in warrior stew, which I'm sure is a Star Trek thing that I know nothing about. The basic conflict here is the father wants Jaden to be a great warrior, but his brother says, "No, you're different than that," and he gives Jaden a forbidden relic, which is a Starfleet transmitter. And on that Starfleet transmitter, he turns it on, and it's an ad to join Starfleet Academy.
Is that real?
Yes, it's real.
So master debater and this is real?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so basically there comes a point where Jaden has to prove his warriorness. But instead he chooses Starfleet instead. And so the broader story here is the Klingons are a nomadic race. They're hopping from planet to planet trying to find one. But the thing is that since the burn, they do not trust the Federation at all. And so there's a planet that that is in Federation territory that would be perfect. It mimics the original Klingon planet. But because it belongs to the Federation, the Klingons will not accept asylum there, the Federation asylum there. Yikes. I can smell your feet from here. I can smell your feet from here.
Keep talking.
But because it's Federation territory and they cannot accept the gift. And so now the question is, would the Klingon race rather die off or accept a Federation gift? And that's the episode. And when you find out the final how it all comes together,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like
no, go ahead.
No, I can't. No, you gotta watch it. It's oh my gosh, I'll just say the pandering is off the chart. Let me. Okay, so master debater. We had speech and debate is not chicken shit. We have the transmitter being an ad for Starfleet Academy. There is a phrase uttered in the show that says this.
What?
Each Klingon matters.
What? It's terrible. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mentioned it. Okay, so two other points here. One is Jaden is having a hard time mustering the courage and strength to go to public speaking. And so Remy teaches him a chant that he can use to help get him ready. And let's just say that if this chant and the way it was conducted were done by a man and a woman, HR would get involved.
So we have master debater. You've got this comlink thing. Now what I hear there's some sex in this.
There's no
or romance.
Yeah. That's the thing I'm referring to.
Okay.
Okay, and it was, oh yeah, and then I mentioned it on Monday, but when you watch this episode, watch how the black actors who play Klingons speak versus the white actors who play Klingons speak.
So wait a sec. Are there like some Klingons? Are the white Klingons? Are they Klingon supremacists?
No, no, it's it's like, okay. I mean, we've seen it before. You know, white Klingons, they just speak normal, like normal people. You know, a little more aggressive, but and this one they speak like Jaden. You know, I am afraid to speak in public. And they all speak that way.
Oh my god! Is this? I heard that the show is going to reach a place where every character baseline is bisexual. Is that true, or is
that not assumed?
No, what I'm saying is,
no, I know what you're
that
saying.
what they assume in the show?
I mean, look, is that so far-fetched to believe? I don't know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Caleb and the Bezoid are gonna get it on at some point. But other than that, I mean, you know, you see the scene in which Remy is trying to encourage and help Jaden, and it's like, you know, am I seeing what I think that I'm seeing? You know, it's that kind of an interaction.
So there is like a gay male romance.
Well, it's super deep subtext. Let's put it that way.
You mean like,
nothing's acted upon, but it's like, you know, they're setting it up.
It's in the air. They're setting it up. I mean, this is only episode 4.
Yeah, mind you, I only have the first 6.
Right.
So next week is the hologram centric episode.
Oh, you saw a preview.
Well, you had me watch it for
yes,
to see which important character from the past let's just say original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, which character from one of those series shows up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I already told you who it was.
I don't want to say.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So okay, well then, what do you think? Like,
I think,
I mean,
you know, honestly, because of this, I am so into this series right now.
Like,
it's like how worse can it get?
Do you like it because it's bad?
Yeah, I'm watching it to see just how much more they can destroy my love and legacy of the original series and the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Because they're just it's like, I mean, what they do to the Klingons, especially at the end here, you know, they think they're all clever. You know, it's like, you know how like white people go, you know, the colonizers go in thinking that they're doing the right thing and that they're actually helping these people. I think Starfleet Academy inadvertently tries to do that. Like they think they're not doing it, but they're doing it. Yeah. You know, I mean, look, what they do to the Klingons here is just, to me, abominable. But you got to watch it because it's amazing.
Are you watching it now because it's so bad it's good?
Oh yeah.
It's so bad it's like laughable.
Yeah, because I'm so connected to the first 3 series, up until Deep Space Nine, that that they're just, that's what wokeness does these days. You know, they've got to take the things that we love as Gen Xers, and they just have to destroy it. And it's fascinating to me how they do it. By the way, there is a USS Riker in the fleet.
So that comes out.
Yeah, so the Easter eggs abound.
It's just little dangling keys.
Exactly.
But look, really important. Before we go to comments, my feet smell so bad. I have to put my socks back on to protect myself.
See, that's why she doesn't wear shoes and socks.
Let's go to comments, and Alan, you have to handle those while I
Okay.
grab my socks.
While you
This
deodorize
is
your.
the worst. This is the worst. What you made me do. I'll be back.
Odo Liuqui, let the lateness and gayness commence. Yeah, we're getting there. We got that one. Here, let me see. Okay, here we go. Actually, let's wait on that one. Here we go. Mr. D-Man, Starfleet Fetish Academy. That's right. Chris is fully on board. Patrick Lemire, 1% of Starfleet Academy viewers are Alan Ng. You're probably right. Oliver, Larry Frog, this is the same people who called the show STD. Here we go. Let's do that, and I'll go back. Pew Pew Parrot for 5. What destroyed the Klingon homeworld? Was it the burn or something else? I believe it was. Like I care to understand the facts. I believe it was burn related, but apparently the homeworld is destroyed. But I mean, it was destroyed in undiscovered country, wasn't it? Or I know it was a nearby moon that exploded that kind of forced the Klingon world to be abandoned. If I understand it right. Brock Samsonite, Klingon Ebonics. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going for there. Zumius, I honestly never associated Klingons with poetry. I think you can make the connection. I think there has been Klingon poetry. Undiscovered Country talked about, reading Macbeth in the original Klingon. So there is an aspect to that. But so I'll give him that one. But the impression is, boy, they're really into poetry. Snakes and Funerals, married for 35 months. I'll have the original series on VHS. Yes. Moon Trustee, Paramount's destruction of Star Trek is why I don't think they deserve to own WB. They are just as bad as Netflix. I mean, let's be real. Paramount has buried Starfleet Academy. They're not advertising it. You have to actually look for it in the search when you go on Paramount Plus. I think they know what they have. I think they know the turd that is there. Yeah, I was watching a Clownfish TV video, and they talked about how the show has just fallen off of the ratings for Paramount Plus period. Mikhail, I like how Paramount Plus pretends a lot of people are watching it. All right, let's see. Pew Pew Parrot, are there any good space battles in this episode? There's a big one at the end.
By the way, I had to change into a different pair of socks. You're lucky you're not here, Alan.
No, I told you I could smell it from here.
Thanks. Okay, where are we in this?
There's that one super chat that has that just got unstarred that we didn't get to. Is the one about Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah.
So, if we could find that one, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, we don't have it. Did you answer this? Okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
All right. We got I have to let you all know, my apologies. We were supposed to have Jeremy Boring on today to talk about the Pendragon cycle, but he canceled because of the weather in
Nashville.
Yeah. Yes, a lot of power out, people are stranded, and if you are, it's good. I always like a good snow day. I look on it as a positive. Stay home, watch movies, put a log on the fire, take your socks off or keep your socks on, read a good book. You could, sit by the fire. Here, I got a good fire you can watch. Do you think that would get more views than, say, Starfleet Academy.
Oh yeah, here we go. Indie Shade for 2. Robert Rodriguez should make TDKR like Sin City.
Yeah, The Dark Knight Returns.
Okay, that's what that was.
That would be great. In that
That would be
style,
great. That would
in
be.
that style, that would work. I mean, it looks so much like that.
Yeah, I mean the Frank Miller graphic novel is just so incredible, and I kind of wish the movies were that tone.
Yeah, they have every incarnation of Batman on the movie screen pales in comparison to that book. They've never reached that height. So I agree with you, Indie Shade, 100%. So we're gonna kill time for the next half an hour while we wait for our next guest. Actually, oh, hold on to your hats. It's comic book legend Chester Brown and director Sook-Yin Lee to talk about Paying for It, a comic about you'll see. But they made a movie of it. We'll watch the trailer. But until then, we've got some good news stories here. Let's start with this. Daisy Ridley had some comments about her Star Wars future amidst the shakeup at Lucasfilm. Let's call it that. Shakeup at Lucasfilm. This is from USA Today. Alan, I believe you have the story. Yes. Let me bring it up for you, and we'll get right into it. Go for it.
All right, here we go. Daisy Ridley says Kathleen Kennedy's departure as president of Lucasfilm is unlikely to change her future with Star Wars. Asked about Kennedy's rumored exit before it became official, Ridley said, it won't affect me going forward if it were to be true, adding that fans' enthusiasm is the ultimate good sign. I think what's lovely is people are excited because they want to see the films. Disney confirmed Kennedy's exit on January 15th after earlier reports that she would step down. Kennedy will return to full-time producing while Dave Filoni will take over Lucasfilm. Ridley remains attached to a previously announced Star Wars film revealed in 2023, though she says it's still in early development. Ridley said she enjoys the secrecy surrounding future projects in an era where information spreads quickly. Everything is so accessible now. It's really wonderful to be part of something where people maybe don't know as much, he says. I love that people want to know, but it will also be a great surprise when the thing is done. As for when audiences might see her return to the galaxy far, far away, Ridley offered no firm timeline, only saying, in the future sometime, yeah.
So she is first of all, one thing she does, she acknowledges the project even exists.
Mm-hmm.
But what about this director, Sharmina Obaid-Chinoy? Anything in there about her?
Nope. All she says is things are in the works, and I can't say anything about it. But there's going to be some big news coming up, but it may not be even Star Trek or Star Wars related.
Well, she has done reliably. Daisy Ridley has done at least one really shitty movie a year since Star Wars. She does one movie a year. It's never good. It bombs at the box office, and I like her. I like Daisy Ridley. I think the best of the movies she did came out on streaming, where she plays the swimmer who swims the English Channel.
Yeah. That was a Disney film.
That was a fine movie.
Yeah.
Like a sports go for your dream movie. It was fine. I didn't say it was even good. It was fine. It was not embarrassing. Her other movies have been embarrassing, but I don't believe that this project will ever happen because no one cares about the character of Rey. Rey is the descendant of the villain of Star Wars. If they were to continue the Star Wars telling of a story, let's see the son of Luke Skywalker, the daughter of Han Solo, the sons of Solo, whatever. Like, give us and what Disney did What they did in the extended universe, you can argue about the quality or they should have done this or that. It was at least moving the story forward. And the way the movies told the story was god awful. And I don't think anyone cares. And again, to separate, I like Daisy Ridley as an actress. She is cursed with terrible material. But no one cares about the character of Rey. She was ill-defined. She was definitely girl boss Mary Sue, uninteresting, and for no reason that is evident in the movies. Why does she take on the name of Skywalker? Alan, answer me that. Why?
Good question.
Why did she?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because that was what was written in the script.
At the end of the, by the way, sitting behind me, I'm gonna turn around right here. I have a lightsaber. I have a prop replica. I got this in the 90s. Okay, put me full screen here. Put me full screen. Here I am. Yes, a lightsaber. Here it is. It's numbered. It's 4903. It's there you go. It's from Icons. That is Luke Skywalker, well, Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Why did she take on the name? What was the reason for that even? I'm gonna put this back. Can you answer that, Alan?
I wish I could. There's just no good reason for it. It's an homage, I guess.
No, why does the character do that?
Oh, that's right. Because now that she can identify as a Skywalker, she is a Skywalker.
There's almost something to what she does in terms of, I'm going to wipe away my past. I'm a new person. I'm this. And I mean, every interesting road they could have gone down. I mean, Kylo Ren and Rey could have been brother and sister separated, which would rhyme or echo with the original trilogy. I'm going to do something a little weird, not just to kill time either. I'm going to show you a video. It was the first edited video that Film Threat did that there was a lot of controversy over things like when Last Jedi came out. Now, a lot of people liked Force Awakens. I hated Force Awakens. I did not like Force Awakens. When Last Jedi came out, it was interesting to me. I was like, okay, I don't know where this is. I don't like everything that happened in this, but at least it's better than, what we saw in Force Awakens. So I did, along with some friend of mine, very good friend of mine, Bobby Schwartz, he edited this. I want to show this. We're going to watch this video because I think my idea for episode 9 was better than what they did. Here we go. I'm going to, let me just, it's 5 minutes. We're going to watch this. I'll pause it now and then. This is our first video. It got some traction and people did news stories about it. This is what episode 9 could have been. Again, I'm not doing this just to waste time.
We all want to know what's going to happen in Star Wars Episode 9. Here's the prediction, and the answers to the story and conclusion of the Skywalker saga. All of those answers may have been right in front of our eyes the whole time. Star Wars Episode 8 ended, kind of wiping the slate clean. Snoke is no longer a threat. The Resistance is down to one ship, and the First Order is taking over the galaxy. Luke Skywalker's legacy ended with an inspirational one-man stand. But where is the story going? How is it going to end? How will everything be tied up? This prediction will provide answers.
What do you think so far, Alan? Where are you?
It's great.
Alan, just what are you?
It's great.
What are you? Are you eating? Oh
No.
my god!
No.
Right. Just wait. Do people want? I want to show this because I thought I had a good theory.
I know.
And then episode 9, to be fair, did shit the bed. But let's watch.
No, but I remember when this video came out, and because it was weird. Because when Last Jedi came out, I think all of us really liked it, and then it went out to everybody, and it was like, oh crap, people really hate this movie.
To be fair, there were people that were pissed at people like Jeremy Griggs and Gary Nerdrotic, and they were like angry at them because they didn't like The Last Jedi.
Right.
I wasn't mad at them, yet they had a different opinion than I.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going somewhere. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Let me show you where.
Look, I'll just
let
me mention the last Jedi debate that's on our channel. You know, it was a divided topic. Half the people liked it, half of them didn't, and we debated it. That's what you're supposed to do in science fiction. You're supposed to debate these things. You're not supposed to nail it shut like they did with Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Let me continue with this because I think I had some good theories.
All of this ties into Solo. Yes, that's right. Solo, a Star Wars story. That movie is about Rey's parents. That's right. Han Solo and Kira are the parents of Rey. Solo ended letting us know that Kira has ties to the dark side. Kira is Han Solo's first love, a woman he's been in love with since he was a scrappy kid on Corellia. And he broke up his own family to be with Kira. And, perhaps unbeknownst to him, Kira gave birth to a daughter. Don't listen to him. That means that Kylo Ren and Rey are half-brother and half-sister, sharing a father, Han Solo. This also explains why Kylo Ren has so much anger towards his father. His father left the family, cheated on Mother, and bore a daughter.
Why is the Force connecting us?
The Force keeps connecting Kylo Ren and Rey because they are half-brother and half-sister. This echoes Luke and Leia's relationship.
See the echo of where it all's going to go. Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Kylo Ren is the son of Leia, a mother of the light side. Kira, mother of the dark side, or a light side daughter, Rey.
This is way better than what they did.
You know, it's funny.
Why are you laughing? Are you laughing?
No. Like I'm reading the chat while this is going on.
What are they saying?
Reading the hate we're getting. But it reminds me of when this video came out, how different the internet was compared to today.
Also, people are mentioning age. Rey could have been frozen in carbonite, and it would have.
As a
come
baby.
on. Wait, it's so funny. Wait, Chase.
Well,
how wrong? Wait a second. How wrong you are, Chris, and how much more thought you gave this than Disney is sad and hilarious. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's fair points.
No, I mean that's the thing. Was once Rise of Skywalker came out, it was just like, yeah, we were wrong.
The concept was Leia is of the light, gives birth to a dark side son. Kira was of the dark, gave birth to a light side daughter. They're half brother, half sister. The timeline you can fix. Carbonite, this, whatever. Maybe Kira was in carbonite, pregnant, whatever. It's science fiction. It could be explained. What I'm saying is Kylo Ren and Rey were clearly connected. Brother, sister, cousin, whatever. What I came up with was better than fucking J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
So
but this is the problem. This is the problem, Chris. You were a fan of Star Wars from the very beginning. And so that is clouding your judgment.
You're not wrong.
Clearly, you need someone who doesn't know anything about Star Wars to come in and take over this series. And that's what they did. So that's why you're wrong, because you're too tied to it.
Let's watch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's watch the rest of this.
It's the Force balancing itself.
What do you see? A balance.
So the two mothers are connected. Dark Mother Kira, Light Mother Leia, and each bore children that were the opposite of themselves. Rey was abandoned on Jakku, perhaps by Kira, but why was the Falcon there? I think answers will be provided in episode 9.
Boy, was I wrong. Should I keep playing this, or is the chat roasting?
Oh my
me?
God.
What is the chat? What is the chat saying? They hate this.
See, that's the thing is, that was the time when it was like the movie's over.
This,
and you can only think about the possibilities of what's going to happen in the future.
Yes.
And there's this optimism that you bring to it that misguided, yes, but it's optimistic nonetheless.
Misguided optimism. That's me.
This fixes everything. The upcoming Solo trilogy will explain more about Han's relationship with Kira, her ties to the dark side.
They announced a Han Solo trilogy. I thought Solo sucked. At the time it came out, it was the worst Star Wars movie, but I thought to myself, here was the thinking process. Why did they have to make that movie? Why was it important to put out a Solo movie? And because it came out between Last Jedi and no, but
there's an assumption. There's an assumption that these people know what they're doing.
Yes.
And so to ask that question of why is Solo coming out and how is it going to be connected? And the reality is they're not connected and they don't know what they're doing.
My theory was they needed to make Solo to explain Rey's lineage and how this all happened. That Solo had either an affair or maybe a child he didn't know about or something. And you can futz with the timeline, whatever, figure that out. All I'm saying is I thought they knew what they were doing. Let's go forward here.
And why Han Solo made the choices he did. Perhaps Snoke played a part in this. Also, if you go back and watch Force Awakens, it makes other moments far more meaningful. Leia knows that she is connected to Rey. She hugs Rey first, ignoring Chewbacca. She knows who she is. If you watch Force Awakens again and see Han Solo's reaction to Rey, he is being very paternal. He teaches her how to use a gun. He teaches her about the Falcon. Han is acting like Rey's dad because he is her father. Perhaps he knows deep down inside, but can't admit it.
I thought I was onto something. I remember these were fun conversations. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was right. Obviously, I'm wrong. But what I'm saying is this was when it was fun, and I was still optimistic that it would be good. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, we had the same conversations when Phantom Menace came out.
Right.
Half the people hated Phantom Menace, half the people liked Phantom Menace, but you still talked about the possibilities of what could be coming down the line.
Yes.
And whether your expectations were made in a great way or a lame way, none of that compares to what happened in the sequel.
All right. I'm not going to play the whole. I'll play a little bit more. I'll play a little bit more.
Don't feel embarrassed because everything you say here is wrong.
Well, first of all, everything I'm telling you, I'm wrong. I was wrong about Star Wars, but I'll defend this. My theory is better than what we got.
Yeah.
My theory, my fellow fan theory about why this was, I thought they were leading to something. I trusted these morons.
Yeah.
Let's
see what JJ should have done was say, hey guys, burn the script. I found this video of a better story.
Okay. And by the way, when this video dropped, it didn't get a lot of views. It got like 60, 70,000 views. People wrote stories about this. There was an article in Vanity Fair about this. They embedded this and they wrote about this theory makes sense. So I got a lot of traction on social media, but no views to speak of. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. A little bit longer, but I won't play the whole thing.
It truly fixes everything about the story. And it explains why Kylo Ren speaks so dismissively about Rey's parents. He's talking about Han Solo, his
See? I thought I was onto something.
own father who he hates and despises. He feels his anger towards Solo is justified because, from what he knows, Han destroyed their family.
Do you see, why is Kylo Ren so angry at his father?
Yeah.
They never show that. They don't say why.
Rey
Rey
turned to the dark side. That's
being Rey being the product of an illicit affair that Han Solo had with his first love. That explains why Kylo Ren is angry at his father. He broke up the family and went to the. I'm just saying, I thought.
Yeah, you love the series.
First of all,
and you wanted the best for it. You came.
No, I hate the sequels now.
I know, but then
we're
talking about back then when you made this.
Oh my God! All right, just a little bit more because I had a theory about Finn too.
There were nobody.
Kylo Ren wanted revenge toward his father, and Han paid with his life. Now, where are things going with other characters? Finn will play a big role. And I know this from a scene that was cut from The Last Jedi. At some point, the Resistance will be defeated. All will be lost. They will be surrounded by First Order stormtroopers, and Finn will be among those captured. And then, those stormtroopers will take off their helmets and reveal themselves to Finn. And we will see all types of humans and aliens from the Star Wars galaxy. They will show their loyalty to Finn, the one stormtrooper who turned his back on the First Order. If we follow the hero's journey as have previous Star Wars trilogies, you can fully expect there to be a trip back to Jakku, perhaps for Rey or even Kylo Ren to confront their past.
You know what? I know I'm getting roasted. Should I keep playing it or not?
How much is left?
Should I keep?
How much time is left?
Just like a minute. So,
then play the
yes,
minute. Yeah. Play the minute.
In the chat. Wait, just Y's in the chat if you want me to finish.
Okay.
N in the chat. No. Y's or N's? Keep going. Yes. Yes. All right. It's almost over. I'll just finish it out.
As for the title of episode 9, the title of episode 8 was actually hidden in the crawl for episode 7. Could the title for episode 9 be hidden in the crawl for episode 8?
The spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order.
That's what I thought episode 9 was going to be called.
Yeah.
Come on. It's first of all, I miss when it was fun to talk about like theories. Like this is when you know you're into it. Like that. And you know what? I'm gonna put the link in the description for this, and you guys can watch the whole video.
Yeah. But see, I mean, to your point,
and give it a like and comment.
Yeah, to your point, there was a time where the debate was always about story.
Yes.
Now the debate is, how is Disney going to screw it up this time?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
You know, and it's not just Star Wars. Now it's Star Trek. It seems like they're doing it with every IP imaginable. Hate to see how they're going to screw up Dune for you.
Well, they are going to screw it up. We'll get to your comments in a minute. I've got one more thing. We'll save that maybe for Friday. Let's go to your comments. This will make a good clip, Lori. Spark of Hope. What episode 9 was originally going to be, according to me. Yeah. This could be two clips. Two clips. One about Daisy Ridley, one about the episode 9.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to draw.
Yeah, wait. People are. First of all your criticisms, I take them.
Yeah,
they are fair. These are fair critiques. Let's start from the top. We'll go soups first.
Yeah. Pilgrim Media for 2. Chris, you are the all-powerful Oz.
Thanks, Pilgrim.
Yes. And you're gonna end up the way Oz ended up as well. West Room for 999. What is the real story is why Kathleen Kennedy got rid of Lord and Miller, when filming was almost finished. If she had a problem with the script, she could have asked for a rewrite. What really upset her about it? I want to see the Lord and Miller cut of Solo.
I do too. I think it's control. She had two guys that were probably dismissive of her creative notes, and she didn't like that. That's a guess because people are filled with ego.
Right, but also,
thank you, Wes.
Also, the tone of a Lord and Miller movie is, light and comedic, like James Gunn. I just didn't like the light and comedic version that Ron Howard gave us. Caveat ties, Chris has a spark of hope. Poor thing.
Hey, leave me alone.
Peter Yannick for 10. I'm getting it now. Grogu is the son of Rey.
Yeah.
John Orchard for 5. Or John Orchard, sorry, for 5. I think your theory is okay, but how do you explain the weird sister brother romance between K and R? The same way I would describe the sister brother romance of Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see the first Star Wars movie where Luke kisses his sister?
And in the second one, he makes out with his sister.
Oh my god.
Nevsky for 5. What should have happened is that Snoke was Mace Windu, who survived and recovered by the Emperor, just like Anakin.
Ooh, that's a good idea. How did the color of his skin change? But that's a story for another time.
Yeah. It changed because of Black Girl Magic. Caveat ties. So you're saying that her movie doesn't have a ray of hope?
100%.
That would have been a horrible title, Ray of Hope. Toronto John, we need Star Wars Palpatines. Make it happen, Lucasfilm, I dare you. That would actually be better than Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
ADLS, but according to John Roca, Rey is the most important and popular character in Star Wars now.
Well, if you believe that, I got a bucket of Rey action figures with orange stickers on them that say $1 to sell you.
Christopher Moonlight Productions. Chris, have you seen the new Beggars Canyon Star Wars fan film done with AI?
It's, look, these are not even being done by, these are really good. And they're being done by fans, not like Lucas. I've seen several. I saw the Cloud City one with Lando and Darth Vader. I saw the Beggars Canyon. It's getting better and better. It's only going to get 100 times better in 1 year.
Yeah. In fact, Disney may one day take a fan video, steal it, and put it into one of their shows.
Well, they've done that already.
Okay.
We did a news story on it. Don't you remember?
Yeah, I know.
That's what you're referencing. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Are you coming to award this? Let us know. I think what we're going to do, we're award this. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it Friday, but we've kind of outgrown the Frida Cinema. We might end up having to move it because more and more people want to go. What I want to do is invite everyone who's come to a previous award this, and maybe we'll be in a bigger venue. I don't know. Think about it.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Fractured Existence. If Rey shows up in Starfighter, it will kill any potential box office it might have had.
It'll just be stupid.
Yeah. It'll be the because they had to kind of feeling.
Hey, Lord Thoth.
Yes, we need to cast Darth Talon. She's my favorite sideshow statue, except for Superman.
Yeah, nice.
The Introspect M. The best thing they could do in new movie, Rey wakes up and all sequels were a dream, which is why she needed no training, and then they start over.
Yes, that's how I would do it. It was all a fever dream. Oh, thanks.
Chase the Normie. I think Ridley is 100% correct. Her future is in no way affected by Kathleen Kennedy leaving.
Yeah, they're not making it. I feel, part of me feels bad for Daisy Ridley. I think she is a talented actress, but they had her come out to applause at Star Wars Celebration in, was it the UK? And they've since had another Star Wars Celebration, and they don't even mention the project.
Yeah. There's no progress. By the way, breaking news, Daisy Ridley's next 2 movies, the first one will be The Coal Miner, and then the second one will be The Power Lifter. Ex-gatekeeper, remember for 19 months. Just wanted to let you know I still love you.
Oh, thanks, gatekeeper. Check out, there's a Sam Raimi Q&A for members only that we just put up for members.
Tim is not funny. I wonder which of the Star Wars actors want to do another film to redeem the franchise and their characters. Which ones are just done with it?
People are done with it until the paycheck gets high enough.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if the paycheck's high enough, no one ever really dies.
Yeah. Remember when people wanted to be in a Star Wars movie? Sam Jackson wanted to be in a Star Wars movie.
I think that it depends on who the creative is. For example, Matt Reeves has attracted an amazing cast for the Batman 2. Whereas James Gunn, I'm not saying he doesn't get great actors. I'm saying
he's not getting Tom Cruise.
He's not getting like Chris Nolan gets really great actors. And Gunn gets very good people to play the parts, but I don't want to insult the actors that are in his movies. I'm saying he has a different criteria. What I'm saying is I think he's more important than the actors he casts. He doesn't want a big actor to overshadow him. Anyways.
Roxanne tonight, she knows she's screwed. The parks just added the original trilogy characters and cut off sequel stuff back. Nobody is buying her trilogy merch. I can tell you, 2 years ago, went to Disneyland at the Star Wars Outpost. It was all sequel stuff. Now I'm told it's back to the originals. Yeah. And Valkyria Winter became a YouTube man.
Oh, thanks.
Harry Brownhole. Hey, Harry. For 2, you sure Daisy's next film isn't The Mystery Boxer?
Yeah. Oh, and hey, I see in our digital green room, Sook-Yin Lee and Chester Brown is there too. Yeah. 1 minute, we'll get to you. This is great. I'm very excited for this. Thank you, Harry Brownhole.
Yeah. And to the Brownhole family. Vantage Point Z, the Rey film will not happen.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Why are you being so pessimistic? Joseph, Kathleen was the only reason Daisy was employed.
I think she's a good actress. I'd like to see her be in a much better film. So there you go. Hey, one of the things we love to do here at Film Threat is support indie filmmakers by letting you know about their movies. And our new indie film, A Romance, is coming out soon. We want to tell you about it. It's called Paying for It. We have the creator of the comic, and we have the director here, Sook-Yin Lee. Let's talk to them right here on the show.
Greetings.
Hey,
Alan.
Live long and prosper. Yes.
Hey, Chester, Sook-Yin Lee, thank you so much. Chester, real quick, I need to say, I read Yummy Fur in the 80s when it first came out. I was a kid buying comics. I grew up in Detroit, very close to Canada, and just say I've always enjoyed your work. You really messed with my brain.
Glad to hear it.
But thank you so much. It was just weird from Yummy Fur to your work is also very personal and whatnot. How did you two find each other to get this film made? And I want to show our audience the trailer so they can get a sense of it. But how did you two connect to do this project?
Chris, like yourself, I was a huge Chester Brown fan. I loved his work before I loved him. And so I'm a musician. I was touring, and I'm from the West Coast. I went to Toronto. I invited Chester out because he used to have his, in the fur bag, his mail bag, you could write him. So he had his like home address there. So me and the sound person left a little invitation saying, come out to our gig. And he came out, and Chester and I hit it off. We ended up falling in love, and he moved to Vancouver to be with me. And then a few years later, I got a job at this place called Much Music, which is kind of like Canada's MTV, being a VJ on Much Music. So we moved our cat, who was under our seat, and then uprooted back to Toronto. And that sort of precedes what happened in his book, Paying for It, which is one of his graphic novels, of which you let me adapt it into a live action movie. And I guess, should we take a look at the trailer?
Yes, we have to look at this trailer. So this really was born in a way, the project came out of your love. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Out of our love and antagonism.
I'm gonna cue up the trailer here for everyone to see. But that's awesome. Let me, I got it here. I almost know how to do it. Here we are. Let's take a look right here at the trailer.
I think I'm falling in love with someone else.
What do you want to do?
I guess I'm just asking for your permission to see where this goes. We haven't had sex in so long, my birth control expired.
I don't feel bad. It's what Sonny wants, and I'm willing to go along with it.
Wait till she starts having sex, then your jealousy will really set in. You're not exactly social. What would you do to compete? Well, it's not a competition.
You could hire a prostitute.
Is this your first time?
This is about what you want.
I want to have vaginal intercourse with you.
Okay.
You look happy.
I just saw a prostitute. It's my real name.
Chester.
There is no way I am paying for sex. The disease factor alone is too scary.
Yes, plus you're too cheap.
Romantic love is too much work.
And I'm not wasting any more time chasing.
No kissing on the mouth, no digging for gold, no dining at the Y, no water sports, no body slides, no hugging, and we use condoms for everything, including blowjobs.
Is this too much? It looks like I have a vagina on the face.
Jealousy isn't natural. It's learned behavior.
What if it was just you and me?
That would be complicated. You're not a cop, are you?
Are you a cop?
No.
That looks so good. We have to make sure we get a review on the website, Alan.
Yeah.
But tell us then, how did you, I mean, Chester, I'm not sure if everyone, like, I'm a fan of, I like my superhero comics, but I love indie comics. And you really were one of the legends in that era where, God, so many great things were coming out. Love and Rockets and your books, and just Joe Matt, among others.
Dan
Clowes, like 8 Ball. And yes. So just want to make sure people not only check out the movie, check out your work as a now, how is it, like, I'm sure the story is somewhat autobiographical.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
tell
very
us about that?
autobiographical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the characters that you see there, they're supposed to be Sook-Yin and me. I mean, there's some fictionalization going on, but
well, it's kind of a weird meta thing. It's a bit difficult to explain. So basically, Paying for It was his graphic memoir, as you know.
Yeah.
And it was about him. Like I was a character in the book. I provide the inciting incident when I suggest opening up the relationship. And then he says, do you really want to? Because he's a freedom lover, not only his own freedom, but everybody else's freedom too, because he can't be a hypocrite. And he could see that I had, was interested and had a crush on this person. And he said, well, okay, let's just try it out. And so, so in his book, that jettisons him on a mission because he was celibate for too long. It was unsustainable. So he decided to pay for sex. And so it's really myopically from his perspective of a guy looking for sex and connection. In the 90s, he made this memoir. It's a really brilliant thing. It's a kind of a political track for the decriminalization of sex work, because he saw a lot of sex workers just have absolutely no rights at all, which puts him more in harm's way. So he wrote this really great thing. And I was like, oh my God, this came out. By the time it came out, I was so struck by it because it had everything to do with workers' rights and human rights to me. And I asked if I could turn it into a movie. And he said, yeah. There were a lot of really great filmmakers who I had to stand in line, but he gave it to me because he trusted me. And, so I thought easy peasy, here's a storyboard. It's a brilliant comic. The first version was a transcription verbatim. And we looked at each other and we thought it sucked.
I was like, let's just forget it. It's not going to work as a film. I think it's a good graphic novel, but
it was too episodic, too didactic. He's got all this appendices of like historic and intellectual notes. He's an egghead. I'm not. So it was really, I was just trying to I was like, and I'm also a problem solver. So I'm like, don't throw in the towel. I can do this.
She insisted, I can make this work. And she did.
Well, years later, I literally went through like hundreds of iterations. There was one that had all of his political stuff at the back where I had him on a podium ranting. And I was like, okay, it's kind of cute, but it's kind of like French New Wave. Jean-Luc Godard could have done this in like the 70s, but not now. How am I going to do it? It wasn't until I was reading his book for the umpteenth time that I noticed that he had seen a sex worker on my birthday. And that pang of jealousy came out. And I was like, what? That was my day. And then I was like, wait a second. One of his most interesting assertions in the book was challenging the notion of possessive romantic monogamy. That's what most of us do, right? You guys are possessive romantic monogamous, right? Not with each other, but are you married?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
I am. And yes, I am obsessive.
Yeah. So you go to your wife. I have sex with you. You have sex with me. Only have sex with you. You have only sex with me. Till death do us part, or we divorce. So most of us do that because, that's what's put up on a pedestal is true love. But in his book, he was like, is that really loving? Is that really loving, penning yourself and your lover in a fence? So he was kind of wanting for unconditional love. So, I was reminded that was one of the most compelling questions in his book. And I thought, okay, I need to bring the sex workers to life because in his book, he didn't share any of that information because he was protecting their privacy. He didn't add very much about our lives together because he was protecting my privacy. And I said to Chester, do you mind if I add all this stuff that was happening in our lives? Because as he was paying for sex and I was perilously dating, we were still living together in this tiny 11-foot wide row house for years. So I stretched that canvas back and threw tons of stuff into the movie that wasn't in the book. So I try to uplift his memory of himself as in his novel and then add a bunch of stuff. I call her Sunny because it would have just been too much of a mind warp to say to the actor Emily Lay, hey, Sook-Yin, can you, it would no. And then I was also a lot of the stuff is derived from my life, but a lot of it is, fudged for story. And so her name is Sunny.
Now, how did John Cameron Mitchell get involved? Did he help get it made and financed?
No. He's a very good friend of mine. As an actor, I've made 2 movies with him. I was Kwang Yi and Hedwig in The Angry Inch. And then I was also the lead in Short Bus. So I have a very long history with John. He passes me his stuff he's working on. I give him notes. I give him my stuff I'm working on. He gives me notes. So he was always, he gave me a lot of good notes. And finally, as you say, you guys sometimes feature indie art movies. I mean, we're coming from the trenches. We're coming from the Canadian trenches, and not many people know of us. So I was like, okay, John, you're kind of a star. Could you be our executive producer? He's like, yeah, sure. So it's pretty mighty. We're as you see, I set up this hotel room so that you can see the beautiful New York City skyline. We're a bunch of Torontonians landed here. We're yes, we haven't been disappeared. Yes, I'm still here. And so we're so stoked to be here. And then I reached out to my pals. So Elliot Page is moderating one of the Q&As when we show at Quad Cinema. And also John Lee. Do you guys know John Lee from Adult Swim? He did one of the Pee Wee Herman films, director. Anyway, he's an awesome cat. He wanted to do Paying for It. Chester said no. And then John became my friend. And I've been friends with him for years, you know, like, hey, John, hey, what's going on? And then Jordan Tannehill, another fine Canadian, is moderating one. And then we go to LA. And Mae Martin is going to do one. Elliot connected me with Mae and Mae was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow, wonderful. So yeah, we're just going to go to as many places as we can. We're going to go to Chicago. It's planned all over the place.
Yeah, I got to ask questions. The chat, we have 1,600 people watching live, and they want to know when it's coming out. Like
Whoa.
theaters,
Yeah, it is. It's like all over the place.
The first screening is here in New York on the 30th, Friday.
January 30th, 31st. First, we're doing Q&As with special guests and awesome moderators. We make a beeline, and it continues to play there. We make a beeline to LA.
It plays, February 3rd and 4th in LA, or we're doing Q&As those nights.
So then it has a full run the 6th of February. It's in Chicago. I had no idea. It's like I went to I think it's Film Movement /
I'll find it.
And it's all there. I was like, oh my God, San Francisco. Boo, boo, boo. It's like ging, 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 ging.
Yeah, Seattle, Portland. There's a whole bunch of places it's playing.
Okay, I will find the website. We'll put it up. But we have a lot of questions from our chat. Alan, would you start from the top and let's do some of these questions. There's a lot. I don't know how much time you have, but here we go.
Yeah, ADLS asks, as a filmmaker, what were the challenges with adapting and directing a story that is semi-autobiographical? Did you struggle with bringing aspects of Chester's comic to live action, being so personal?
Nope. It was actually, it's a lot easier when you make a movie from your life because
oh come on, we had plenty of fights and arguments.
Oh, well, yeah, in the writing, in the writing, yes.
Yes.
He was the largest obstacle. Because the guy's like Fort Knox, he doesn't share anything. I'm like, tell me about your interactions with the sex workers. No. Tell me about what are you good? No. I still haven't met Denise, one of the main sex workers he has ongoing working relationship with, and I've never met them.
The main sex worker in the film is this woman I call Denise, and Sook-Yin was asking me question after question about Denise, and I was like, she doesn't want her personal information in the film.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm like, dude, to make a movie, it's like a 3-act structure. It's not episodic like your comic book. It's about people making weird decisions, flawed people doing stuff. He's like, but I have no flaws. I was like, oh.
Were you pretty open about the actual performances from your actors portraying you?
Yes, absolutely. So I was, sorry, was that
for both of you, actually, since you're both being portrayed in the movies?
But the tough part was the writing process. Once the film making once the shooting started, I stood back and I just let Sook-Yin do her thing, and the actors are all terrific. Like, I have no complaints about, well, the person who plays me, his name's Dan Byrne. He did a great job, I think.
He was the guy who did I see hundreds of people for the role of Chester Brown. Only 2 out of hundreds make him like a full-fledged human, like this nice guy who's sitting beside me. Everyone else, same lines, make him look like a big jerk. Yeah. Why? Because he's paying for sex. So there's this cultural assumption. So Dan Byrne was like, I love the book. I love you, Sook-Yin. I'm A-okay with full frontal. I'll even shave my head. And I'm like, Dan, no need to shave your head. That's like a continuity nightmare, but that's great. And so as I was saying, we're on a low budget. What's good is because I've lived it and I know clearly. So you're, as a director, everyone's going to ask you, what does this look like? What do you want here? So it's all Rolodex. In fact, I would give them documents of photos from reality and go, this is what I wore here. And this is what Chester wore here. This was the box that we would float our cat in. They had chock-a-block. They're like, oh, okay, great, good. So like in that way, we shot in my house where the real life events happened because it was cheap and it was already production designed. So there's a part where it's like, I need a prop and I like this beautiful book. You painted the cover for me. And I'm like, oh, here it is. Pass it to the actors. And so that extended in, I basically cast all the locations like I would a documentary, because extraordinary places people live in real life. So like restaurants, dive bars, punk dive bars, brothels in my neighborhood, let me shoot there. So generous. And also everyone in the cast are from my extended community. You know, the sex workers, I wanted to make sure that they had a nuanced understanding of sex work instead of like, you know, having no clue whatsoever. I learned that in Short Bus. That's how John cast as well, casting from real life. And so they're comedians, they're musicians, they're filmmakers who deal with sex work in their own movies. All of the sex workers are fantastic, including Andrea Warehun, who's like a longtime collaborator with Chester. He starred in one of her short film, Modern Whore, and they made the poster and stuff like that. So she plays Denise. And yeah, just tapping into my extended community of musicians and freaks that really helped to bring it to life.
Well, we have a lot of questions and comments. So go to the website. I love this. Dark Hierophant. We need comedies. Yes.
True.
It's on the Film Movement website. We'll put the link in the description, or look up Film Movement, look up the movie Paying for It. All the dates are on there. It's coming to VOD not until May. See it in a theater.
Yeah.
See it in a theater.
And try to see it when we're there, because it's like kind of a circus sideshow freak show. People like, they see us on screen and they're like, then we come out and they're like, wait, that's you?
Here we go, Alan.
A.D. Ellis, as not only the co-writer and director, but also as the composer, were there ideas for that aspect of the creative process that you've been holding on to since the release of the original comic?
Well, you know, like, again, all of the great things from this movie happened because we had no money. So when you have no money, you score the movie yourself. So I've always scored my own films. This one was scored with Dylan Gamble from the band Hot Garbage. And not only were we he came up like, I'm like, I need something grunge for the era. Like, so he came up with this song called Shitty 90s Song. In like 10 minutes, he could like just conduct that sort of grunge thing in his head. We also, we shot in my friend Sammy's Chinese restaurant, vegan restaurant, a couple blocks away. It even has this great sign that says, since 1991. And the art department went in there and they're like, are you sure you want to shoot in here? Shouldn't we make it look prettier? I'm like, no, it's the best. I love that exposed pipe. So we have his cartoonist buds meeting in that restaurant 3 times. So Dylan and I had to come up with 3 different Chinese restaurant music pieces. And luckily my aunt had a Chinese restaurant in Vancouver. So I know, and I love that sort of like Gen 1 music played on real instruments, but it's kind of like dun, 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 like very kind of cheesy, but cheesy in the best way. So like, yeah, we were creating worlds with sound, and then also tapped into a lot of wonderful bands that were coming up in the 90s, when, you know, the year punk broke, and they're friends of mine. And I just said, hey, Pointed Sticks, can I use this awesome song? And they're like, yeah, no problem, Sook-Yin. I'm like, Thrush Hermit. I actually literally yelled over the fence to my backyard to Ian from the band, Ian, can I use your video? And he's like, yeah, I'll bring it over. So seriously, like, for nothing, like artists from right across Canada, North America, your buds in comics, you know, comedians. So that's kind of like what we do. We've been like taking this movie across Canada to Argentina, Europe, here a couple festivals, and it's like real old school. It's like throw in the data, you know, put it up, come on out, talk. We do signings. He's got graphic novels. We got T-shirts. It's kind of like we're a rock band.
Ololi Ukui asks, I love Chester's portrayal in Joe Matt's Peep Show, and considering how relatively young Matt left us, I'm glad to see Chester doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a shame that Joe died a few years ago. The film is actually Well, he actually died just before shooting started on the film. And so Sook-Yin, as soon as I told Sook-Yin, she said, we're going to dedicate the film to Joe. And yeah, it was nice. I don't know, getting to see the actors portraying me and Seth and Joe, although the names were changed in the film.
Yeah. Seth was like, I don't want anything to do with this movie. I don't want you. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll call you something different. I'll totally go in a different direction. Really worried because like those comic book people, they're the best people in the world, truly artists. They don't give a crap. They don't give a hoot about like what's cool, what's not, whatever. They're just like very nerdy and awesome. And very smart. So I was like, oh man, what is Seth gonna say? The real life Seth when he sees it. What's Chris Oliveros created Drawn and Quarterly Publishing? What is he gonna say when he sees it? And the movie has been widely embraced by the comic book community. Seth, the lights came up in Hamilton, Ontario, and he was weeping. He was like crying because, well, it was like I won't give anything away, but he really loves his pets. So anyway, so he was like, that was great. So I was like, oh, thank God. But I loved Joe Matt so much, and I wanted to make sure that he was portrayed well, and so I couldn't find anyone in Canada, and so Dan Byrne, who plays Chester, says Eli Henry in Los Angeles, you must. And then my producer's like, no, we can't afford him. I'm like, do a roundabout channel. Follow him on Instagram. Then he follows me back in 10 minutes. I'm like, hey, dude, this is what's happening. And he's like, I want to do it. And he's like, and plus, I'm Canadian. I'm like, what? And he's like, and plus, I can stay at my folks' place in North York. I'm like, yeah. So it's kind of like very unorthodox systemology. People are asking, how do you do it for independent film? Just like, these guys, the indie comic people, we're talking major auteurs. They're like film auteurs. Like Dude Man here, he does all the pencils, the writing, the inking, the drawing, a whole view. Very amazing art. And so we embrace the same way for making this movie, doing it on a dime in the way that we can, in the way we know how to problem solve. He has a cameo too.
All right, ADLS24. What were the biggest challenges you and your co-writer Joanne Sarazin in adapting a story that was written from a male perspective, given the female characters more agency, and giving the female characters more agency in the screenplay?
Yeah. So Joanne came in towards the latter iterations. Joanne has really great chops in terms of she sharpens the jokes, and she's very good with form. She tends to be more of a sort of like second wave feminist than I am. And I'm a feminist. But I think sometimes it was there were some things around the sex work stuff that was too binary. And so there had to be and I think because she has more of a sarcastic sensibility, she had that tendency to write Chester more sarcastic. This guy has not a sarcastic bone in his body. He has no idea how to do that.
Joanne's draft was great though.
And then
would have made a terrific film, but we wanted it to be a little closer to what really happened.
Says he. But I can't believe you just bold-faced lied during when it was like meh. She's making me look like a jerk. This wouldn't happen. No. By then I'm like, okay, let me see this thing. I'm like, oh fuck. Yes.
Well, that was Chester being sarcastic, basically.
Yeah. Were you being sarcastic?
No. That really would have been a great film. Just shooting Joanne's script as is. I think that would have been a terrific film, but it wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been my story.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been a very different story.
Yeah.
So had to make sure that all those, make sure that all the details were true, and kind of have nuance, because it's really easy to go sex workers have been portrayed like queer people very rudimentarily And tragically, like usually the queer characters are dead by the end or beaten. In movies that feature sex workers, there's some sort of morality put upon them. Certainly, movies that portray people who pay for sex, those guys are like terrible villains. So I just wanted to make a movie that was like, not all people who pay for sex are villains, and not all sex workers are victims. So granting agency to them and some nuance. So yeah, I think that was challenging to strike that chord. And I passed all the drafts through Chester and also Andrea Warehun, who plays Denise, and they were very good about going, well, this is kind of weird, this wouldn't happen here, blah blah. So they would never suggest how to fix it, but they would underline when something was askew. So I knew how to go in there, and I took that note and made sure that it was positioned properly.
All right, Luke Belltower, question for Sook-Yin. Do you think that independent movies have more chance on streaming platforms or movie festivals? Saw you at Locarno, by the way. Cheers.
I've never been to Locarno. That was another Sook-Yin.
All look same,
Locarno's really a super artsy festival. They never have my stuff. Very eggheady. But thank you. What was the question again?
Oh no, I'm
oh, okay. Something about what was it, Chess?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh man,
I
I just
just
crashed
unstarted.
Locarno. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
If there was something about making a film, and like how do you do it? And I think it's like,
yeah, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Well, do you prefer indie movies on streaming or festivals?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah.
Or
Thank
film
you,
festivals.
thank
Do
you.
indie films succeed on streaming or in film festivals?
I mean, here's the thing: is like we were lucky to get into TIFF because people know me in Toronto, and they've supported me in the past. It's really hard going to get in festivals because there's a lot of films, and then you have to go through the film freeway and give them a bunch of money to even go there. And I don't even know if the people see it. So there's it strikes me as there's a bit of a scam going on through having to pay to get people to look at it when I don't even know if they're looking at it. So, I think focus on making a good piece of work, because I do think that good work does rise and gets people attention and people start talking. Find out if you can try to get into festivals. Go to your strengths. If there is a local festival that is good, go and speak with them personally and show them your work and make sure it's as good as can be. And if you can't do that, then I would say go to there's I make micro movies as well. I made 2 very bizarro lockdown films in lockdown on my cell phone camera, on my DSLR. I literally edited on iMovie and somehow managed to sell it to a major broadcaster who gave us money so I could buy a better camera, which I shot some of the stuff on paying for it with. But so there's this whole other tier. They're called like micro movie cinemas, like independent alternative art spaces. So in Toronto, for example, there's this place called iSource Cinema, tiny little back room at a place that rents out movies, and we put on shows there. We put on like bizarro, like music improvisation, karaoke night, all these sort of people come in and perform plus screen something. So there's this extra added bonus. Also, La Lumiere Collective in Montreal have been really great supporters. In every single city in North America, there are kind of like cool, kind of alternative art spaces that show films. So you got to find those places out, and that's really, really nice. And then stream. And if you can't get on a big streamer, then no one's stopping you from, like, I have this thing on my website where if you want to, rent one of my lockdown movies, you can. So just like own and operate, do it yourself, and then you have less of an overhead, and then you can actually make money.
What's your website?
It's SookYinLee.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. A question here, Alan.
Carry ties. I'm working on a comic. I love advice on how to get people to notice it. So the publicizing a comic book.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I started out just self-publishing little self-published mini comics that I would take around Toronto. I don't know how I'd do it today.
Well, I mean, this was a stroke of genius. There was a guy named Crad Kolodny who was a wonderful small book publisher and very rude, crude writer. And Crad and Chester both did this thing where they'd stand on street corners with their comics and Crad's books. And it was like, who are those guys? Who are those strange fellows? And I think that really got the attention of a publisher.
Yeah. I mean, well, I stood out on the street for one day selling Yummy Fur mini comics.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
No. It was one day, and I got very discouraged because no one bought anything. So so then I would just take it around to bookshops and comic shops in Toronto and sell them on consignment through those stores. And then it got seen by a publisher, a Toronto publisher, who, proposed to me, hey, why don't I take over publishing duties? And I was like glad to hand it off to someone else to do. And then it continued on from there. And then he had North American distribution, which I didn't have. So yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of wily ways you can do things. Do you remember those Jack Chick comics that were like super?
Yes,
and they're like
love Chick
I mean,
tracks.
they just like you just like leave them around the city, and you can't help but like pick them up. And there was some kind of good drawers in there. Some interesting. I mean, his stories were weird, but excellent drawers. The world is for the askers. It's a lot of people, a lot of artists are like, well, I don't want to promote it because I'm the artist. And it's like, actually, you're going to have to get behind it. You gotta do some work there. There's no free ride here. And so, like there's this movie called Pee Pee Poo Poo Man in Toronto. And they were just like on the street, giving out flyers, doing this, like just a title, putting up posters, Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. Like they were like packing cinemas, just grassroots operation, but have like a hook.
I love those Jack Chick comics. Yeah. The Jack Chick comics, everyone ended the same. You're going to hell. You're all going to hell. Whatever you do. Let me I know we gotta wrap up, but let me share your website, Sook-Yin. It's right. Well, go to Film Movement. Look up.
We lost you.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't hear you.
No.
I think something happened on your end.
Because
Chris,
maybe the audience can.
No,
yeah,
you're still. I think we're good still.
Yeah. But here you are. Here's your website. There's your website. Sook-Yin Lee. We will put the link in the.
I think it's.
Hear you.
Yeah, I think it's you.
We can hear you. I think it's you. I'm sorry.
You.
Oh no. We can hear you.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're gonna promote
you.
Yes. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Great to meet you.
I love him. I love you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Check out the website. Here's Sook-Yin Lee's website, and then go to filmmovement.com to get information on paying for it. Alan will review the movie. He did promise.
Yeah. Also, if you're in New York, they're going to be at Desert Island Comics tomorrow for a signing, and on Friday at Forbidden Planet Comics. And then when they're in LA on the 3rd through 6th, there'll be some comic book signings there as well.
Yeah, so check out the film and check out try to see them in person. So there you go. Wow, that was awesome. That was great. That was great. I don't even know what to say. That's going to wrap it up for us today. I want to apologize to Alan for my feet. That did not go well. Did not go well. But
And
Sook-Yin
imagine
Lee-
doing that on a starship.
Yeah. Sook-Yin Lee and Chester Brown said, "Thanks, fine fellows. I really appreciate it. They were great. And Alan will see a movie about sex work. He promises."
Yes.
So, thank you, DeBelly, for becoming a new member. And thank you to our mods, Lord Thoth, and our Rumble, Ulique, AD Ellis 24. Thank you to Atomic Glory, Glenn Uccio doing hard work. Thank you to Alan for watching.
Thank you to Chris as well.
Well, I gotta say thank you to Alan for watching Starfleet Academy.
It's honestly
What do I have to thank
it's
you
starting to
for?
become fun.
It's getting out of control.
It is.
It's getting out of control.
It's that car crash you can't turn your
Well, we will watch it every week just for you.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. So there you go. We'll be back on Friday with our normal Film Threat Friday live cast. Award This is this weekend, and I suspect paying for it will be a nominee in 2027. Put that on the list, Alan. Paying for it.
Well, I mean, theoretically, we should see the movie first.
I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it looks like a movie that would be nominated, knowing that. But please go go to awardthis.com or check out our here's our link tree. But go check it out. Just award this, follow it. It's great. Alan and I will be there this weekend. We're making an announcement. We'll do a story on Friday. Yoshi Obayashi, Andrew Manning, our comedy co-host, Justine Bateman will be there presenting an award. It's going to be insane. So join us. And Alan, while Alan reads the important message he just
No,
got,
I'm trying to write the name of the thing down. All right.
Yeah, thanks. And what do you have to say, Alan?
Let's get out of here.